said, go ahead. That they can hear me talking now. Don't worry, because right now we ain't even well, ain't nobody watching right now because we super late. No, we not. They gonna hear me talking all over the joint. It's all good. We just gonna call this joint group therapy. Welcome everybody to Talk That Talk, where we have the unfiltered, unscripted, uncomfortable conversations and group therapy. Oh, golly, man. Check out what we got in the store. We got a whole bunch of merchandise. New Passioneers, hoodies, sweaters. You gotta. We had a heck of a conversation offline. I don't know if we're gonna continue it online, but it was a really, really, really deep conversation. We got really deep. Everybody yelled at me for a second because of things that I've heard, and also things that I truly believe in. But I mean,
full of it.
it was only one thing that I truly believe in out of everything that we had the conversation about.
And that one thing wasn't good, bro.
And it may not be good to you. It's good to me though.
It don't even apply to you right now. And
it apply to me.
Because it don't. Here's the crazy thing, because you already solidified. Here's the crazy thing. Portia.
That's true.
Here's the subject. Y'all done pissed me off. I bet you her knee shaking underneath that dress.
No, because her leg ain't moving. Her leg, I mean, usually this is what I see if she's shaking. She mad at me right now. I love you, Portia. Why you mad at me?
Hey, she ain't mad at me, though. That's
all
that
matters. No, I gotta know this. Portia, why you mad at me?
I'm here.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I'm not mad. That's your opinion.
I have never seen you be this quiet on me.
Well, I mean, I don't know what we've decided the show is going to be about now. So I'm just listening to figure out what I need to be prepared to talk about.
Yeah, I'm be honest with you. I'm tired. I ain't want no show. I ain't gonna hold you tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. Your boy tired. School kicking me.
Did y'all get snow today?
Today? Nah,
yeah.
But it's cold. Oh man, it's cold.
We got snow today.
Oh, it's man.
It was 10 degrees today.
Bro, it's cold, bro. And I ain't talking about like no alpha joke. I don't care about that. It's cold. Like I'm annoyed cold.
Yeah, it was definitely cold. It was definitely
it's cold, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, so the topic tonight was gonna be interesting. I mean, I think we'll still hit it. Maybe not. Pause. I guess Quan say we not hitting it tonight. Pause. Oh gosh, no diddy. But I don't know. We may pivot because the conversation we were having was very interesting, and I don't know if I want to bring it on there because it's definitely out of the scope of what we usually talk about. It's okay.
Ask Portia. She the lady in the house. Ask Portia if it's cool. If it's cool, I'm gonna keep it PG because
as long as Portia don't get mad at me, that's all I'm saying.
You're already mad.
You're not the only person that I've heard say that. I just completely disagree with that.
And I agree, bro.
But the other half of that is Quan is absolutely right, and to some degree, in the sense that I don't necessarily count in the conversation because of the fact that it ain't my life right now. So I'm outside of the conversation, technically.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. Until that happened to you, like for real, you'll look at stuff different, bro.
I feel like either we gonna delve into it or we not, because we kind of talking around it.
We are, and the viewers are like,
are not right. They're not gonna know.
All right, so just dive into it, like just go. Since it's Valentine month.
That's true, or Black History Month, however you want to look at it. But so the conversation basically was they were having a conversation offline. I was in a meeting. And I came in, huh?
Take the music off now.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't know. I can't hear it. I don't know why I can't hear it on this end unless I have my headphone in. But anyway, but I came in on the tail end of the conversation where Quan was talking about a book that he was reading that is based in relationships, and then he was having the conversation about that. When they got into the conversation, I stated this one thing, and it spearheaded multiple things. What I said is that they were talking about marriage, and cheating, and I said you can't cheat if you're not married. That was the conversation. That's what spearheaded the conversation. Well, I just got berated. They just picked on me. What they did was they just put me down in the mud, kicked me, and just really threw me to the wolves. So that's really where the basis of the conversation started, and we went multiple different ways. But I just believe, that's just my personal belief, that you can't cheat if you're not married. That's it. That's where it came from.
So are we saying that even up until the wedding day, if you decide to go hump somebody, it's not cheating?
That's a very good question.
Because they technically not married yet.
No. Because in my opinion, this is my opinion. In my opinion, your engagement is the next step into that
but
commitment.
That's not married.
It's not. Listen to me.
That goalpost moving on. That goalpost.
I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm not moving the. All right, fine. If you want to, because either way, here's the reason why I'm saying I'm not moving the goalpost. Because either whatever answer I would have gave, you wouldn't have been happy. If I would have been like, yeah, absolutely, then you'd be like, oh. But if I said no, because, so fine, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. No, yes, you can smash somebody out until you're married. There we go. There.
And then
I don't fully subscribe to that portion of it.
Both parties should be cool with that.
That's fair. I don't disagree with that.
So do both of them get to do it, or is it just the man?
But you just said that, right? You just said both parties should agree to it. That means
No. What I'm asking is,
I'm about to answer that. So if both parties agree to it, but only one goes and does it, that's on them. That then is their choice, right? Because they both agreed on it. But then they make the decision on if they want to do it or not. If they want to do it together, fine. If they want to do it separately, fine. If one does it, but the other one's like, nah, I'm good, it's on them.
I don't get what the point of a relationship is.
And that's
I don't get the point of what a relationship is. If we're going to spend, y'all are friends with benefits, and other people is getting them benefits too. Because I mean, what's the difference? There's no need. So you're saying that y'all should just get to know each other, hang out a little bit until y'all decide that y'all like each other enough to get married. Then all of a sudden, y'all been out here humping and dumping and doing whatever the whole time with different people, each other, which is all very disgusting to me. But then once a ring is involved, all that's supposed to just go away.
If you want me to be honest, technically, you're not supposed to be humping anybody anyway.
Say it, bro. You got brothers? Yeah, you got brothers, huh?
Yeah.
You and your brother used to fight a lot, huh? I know y'all used to fight. Because you done moved that goalpost so much.
How did I move the goalpost? You're not supposed to be humping anybody, bro, until you're married.
Yeah, but you gave the whole example that it's cool, though.
No. What I said, I never said it's cool to do X, Y, and Z. What I said is that you can't cheat on someone unless you're married. But you're really not even supposed to be humping anybody.
Hey, but you could cheat on your taxes, huh? You could cheat on
legally no. You're not supposed to cheat on your taxes, bro.
I'm just saying though.
Legally no.
but cheating or being deceitful is just an agreement, right?
Being deceitful.
Are you saying that people? Okay. Are you saying that there is no commitment amongst two people until you have a marriage contract?
what I'm saying is, and I guess for me, I'm looking at the terminology, right? Being committed to someone, making a decision to say, you know, I'm not going to sleep around on someone. That to me is okay, fine. You have a commitment with that person. But when I use the word cheating, to me I relegate that to marriage. That's just me. Terminology.
So you're saying
This man say from talk to Clinton. Cheeks.
I don't I
I don't agree with you.
breaking a commitment by sleeping with someone else when that's not what you all agree to is cheating to
so
me.
so basically, you
Well,
have no
fine,
decision.
but you see how you made that decision on that's what you feel, and I didn't lambaste you for it. I just said okay, that's fine,
No.
because everybody is not going to have the same perception of how they deal with things as they move throughout life.
I agree, but here's the problem. What you say what you say relationship is, your example is the antithesis of it. It's opposite of it. So it's a difference. So if you have nothing else, have truth. My thing is this: I know people with open marriages. They cool with it,
That
but they
doesn't mean it's right.
no, you're right. But that's their business. But here's the difference: both of them know. I know people that is like the girl can have a girlfriend. It's one dude. When she get down, that's how they get down. I know,
True. That
I
don't
know,
mean it's right.
right. But they know. All we're saying is, but they know to give a person an option of what they know. Because here's the truth: what you won't accept, somebody else may be cool with that.
And you as a human being, as a flesh
Have
and
that
blood person, have the opportunity or choice to make that decision on how
right.
you want to handle that.
But I can't if you lying though. That's what me and Portia is saying.
We back to that part of the conversation.
Yes, because that's the main part. Because
That
you took it away
impact
from me.
you took my
That,
choice away.
that,
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to be with you
oh,
now.
wait. I apologize. So let me go and clarify because I did miss that portion of the explanation at the beginning of this conversation, right? That's how the conversation started. I just want to make sure I let people watch and know that that's how the conversation started because the conversation started in the fact of talking about why people lie or don't tell the truth to other people. That's where it started from. So yeah, okay, go ahead. My bad.
But that's all I'm
So
saying.
if you're taking away my choice, you've decided or we've decided that we're in this relationship and you figured out that I love or like whoever, but I still want to do me. If you omit to tell that person
Hmm.
that you are doing you, that's cheating. Why is it otherwise? Why is
It's
it a secret?
lying.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I know you got in fights because you keep switching to some. You it's
I'm
like
not. No, no, no,
it's
no, no, no.
semantics with you,
So,
bro.
so
It
let me be very
is.
clear. Let me
But
be
what's
very
the difference
clear.
between cheating
No,
and a lie?
let me be very clear, right? I want to make it very clear that even when we were offline, I never said that the lying to someone part was right. I never said that. So I want to make that very clear cuz y'all are arguing the sense of like I'm saying like this is right. I'm not saying that I agree in the sense that I think this is right and or wrong. I'm just saying to me, in my opinion, by definition, yes, that's lying, but it's not cheating.
What's the difference between lying and cheating?
A lie is omission of the truth.
Okay.
So damn
And
it, what
cheating
is
is
that?
what?
What is that? What is that, Lukey?
Cheating,
Hold
What
on,
cheating
is
by
hold on, hold
definition,
on. He
cheating
hasn't
by
defined
definition. Hold up, I'm because we just gonna look it up. How
it
about that?
yet.
Let's just go to Webster.
Okay.
man?
Okay.
Luke has a master's degree. He know what the goddamn cheating is. Don't piss me off on this cold Wednesday.
Wednesday. Uh
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. All right. Uh
You gonna make me play 2K?
and probably lose. All
Oh
right.
man.
So
Boy, you got me. Duh.
hey, you
I
you on PlayStation?
I play on rookie mode for that. No, I'm playing.
Smith. All right, here we go. So let's see if we can be educated. Lying in a relationship. I put lying in a relationship not just by the definition. Now we can go back and do the definitions if we want to. Just straight up definitions. But lying in a relationship is considered a major breach of trust, significantly damaging the foundation of a partnership by creating feelings of insecurity, isolation, and lack of emotional intimacy. It can stem from various reasons like avoiding conflict, protecting feelings, or personal insecurities but ultimately undermines the relationship's health and can lead to significant problems if not addressed openly and honestly. All right. And let me jump over to this one, which, all right. Cheating in a relationship. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all came here for the band, but y'all getting this. Cheating in a relationship refers to when a person is a person in a committed partnership engages in a romantic sexual relationship with someone else without the partner's knowledge or consent, essentially breaking the exclusivity of the relationship, often considered a form of infidelity. This can include both physical and emotional intimacy with another person outside the partnership.
Hey, Luke, I have a question. If I sign a contract with you, like just say we get picked up by Barstool, right?
You say you say that again, my bad.
I say, what if this show gets picked up by Barstool, right?
Okay.
And we take our show on the road, and we all millionaires. Portia a millionaire, Luke a millionaire, Quano a millionaire. We doing our thing, and I decide, say, bro, I'm gonna go start my own podcast with DraftKings or whatever.
All right.
Is that cheating?
It's a breach of contract.
That's the same thing.
No, because when you're dating, you're not in a contract.
All right, bro.
When I'm
I'll be
married,
back, bro. I'll be back.
So here's the other thing.
the
I don't
legally
even.
or formally recognized union of two people as partners in a personal relationship, marriage. That is not if
That's a
we
lie.
do that,
That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm gonna tell you how.
I'm telling you, I'm reading it.
No, no,
I'm
no, no,
reading
no.
it.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell.
I'm
No,
reading it.
and I could show you another thing because you got people. If I go to Portia right now and I get one piece of mail like a bill sent to our house, me and Portia go together. According to the United States of America, we go together
Common
and
law.
she can't put me out that house.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just telling you the definition in which I read. I'm just saying.
And that's your opinion, and you're not the first person that I heard say that, but I don't agree with that because I feel like you're cheating before you even sleep with the person. All those steps that it took to get you to whatever this meetup was, if we've agreed to be exclusive
Mm-hmm.
and you entertain somebody to the point where you're trying to do something other than what we agreed upon, you cheated on me. I don't care if you haven't gone through the act or not.
Right. So you're talking about having an emotional connection with someone else, right?
No, I'm saying
Outside of the person that you're dating.
if you tried to set it up and it ain't happened yet and I find out about it, I'm breaking up with you.
And you have every right. I'm not saying that
Because you had the intent
I'm not
of
saying
doing
that
whatever
you're
with
wrong.
that girl.
I think that's the part that we're missing, you all are missing. I'm not saying you're wrong.
So it's wrong, but it's not cheating. So I can't categorize it as that. It's a violation, but it's not cheating. Is that what you're saying?
By my personal definition, yes. By what I believe, yes.
So
I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is, in my opinion, it's just not cheating.
Okay. Question.
Okay.
So I just wanted, I needed to make that clear that I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's not cheating. But go ahead.
Luke, have you ever just been we gotta keep it a thou out. Have you ever got cheated on in your previous but I'm not speaking about your marriage, like when you was like college or high school?
Have I ever got cheated on? No.
Yeah.
No, because he ain't never been married before Camille.
Thank you, Portia. Thank you for answering.
According to him, the only person that can cheat on him is Camille.
So my question is this: so did a girl get knocked up by another dude while you was supposed to be exclusive with her, or you thought you was exclusive with her?
Yeah.
Did it hurt? Yeah,
Yeah.
nigga, it hurt. Nigga, it hurt.
No. The reason why I said
You
man,
act like that.
it was like, man. But for the sake of your argument, I'll say, yeah, go ahead.
If she was your throat goat, it hurt.
But that's the thing, right? The reason why I'm saying it was a man because one, that act never happened with me and her. And the other thing is that the person who did it was my best friend.
What, nigga?
Exactly.
Wait, so you knew?
He told me.
He told you.
Yeah.
Y'all, but because that was your best friend, it was like like one of them, right?
No. It was more of like a dude. You did that and I ain't even hit yet. Golly.
Oh, but you didn't. So you didn't have no. That's different, Luke.
How's that different?
What I'm asking you, what I'm saying is, if you knocking down a chick.
Okay, so now we're in the heavy relations part. All right, go ahead.
And your best friend do that, you're not gonna be hurt. Because first of all, the type of dude I am, I said this last show. If I think you like a chick, and what I realize is that must be because I'm from New Orleans, and it's like people don't play with certain things, bro.
That's fair.
You don't play with people's children. You don't play with people. She was a thigh, Luke.
She was.
You don't play with people money, and you don't play with people old lady, because dudes really will step on you because of ego. That's what I'm saying, bro.
But see, I think the problem, I guess, with the example and the question is the person I am now is not the person I was then. So back then, to answer the question, now that I'm really processing it, back then, yeah, it hurt. Back then,
right?
You know, now that I'm older and I process things differently,
Luke, you're 40 years old and you got 5 kids. It shouldn't hurt now.
Don't add another child, bro. No, I got 4. Don't do this to me. I don't need a whole starting lineup, my guy.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like all I'm saying, bro, it's gonna hit different. But what I'm saying is, that ain't nothing. God forbid, I don't even want to speak that. But
we're not gonna do that. No.
Yeah, if something happened to a dude that was in your situation, nigga, that's gonna crush you. It's gonna crush you because you're gonna be thinking.
But he's saying it only gonna crush him because he married. If he was unmarried in this same situation, he's saying it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be cheating if they was just together and had these 4 kids, and she decided that John at the CVS down the street was her type.
But see, again,
it ain't cheating.
But again, y'all are taking what I'm saying, and then you're putting that into how I like rock, right?
Okay. I don't give a damn.
Because what I'm saying is me now, the person I am now, and the way that I think, I wouldn't even be putting myself in a predicament to be knocking somebody down right now.
You're not even talking about you specifically. My example is general.
Okay,
I'm saying in general. What you're saying is, if 2 people have been together, no matter how long they've been together, no matter how many kids they got, if they not married and one of them step out, it ain't cheating.
They didn't take the steps to make sure that they were truly connected, so that way they could not be cheated, or it would be considered cheating.
So because they got a piece of paper,
you went out there and you played Russian roulette with your meat and decided to have all these children.
Okay. And you think that a piece of paper protects you?
What I'm saying is, we just talking about the level of cheating.
Half anyway.
You're not cheating.
They're gonna take half anyway.
Okay, I'm sick of this conversation because we ain't gonna get there. Okay, so let's talk about this because I really want to discuss this piece now that we have an audience. So women and men cheating is the same thing.
Are we bringing up all the topics that we talked about?
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
this one specifically.
I was looking at his comment. Women and men. To me, no. No, that's not what I said. What I said was the idea of intercourse is different between the thought process of men and women, because you brought up an example of, I think you were saying something about dudes don't trip women, dudes don't expect
Men
women to trip.
expect for women to forgive them
Yes.
when they cheat,
Yeah,
but
thank you.
men have a very hard time if they find out they don't return the favor or she cheated on them. It's not received the same way.
Right. That's what you said. And what I said was, and this is what I said. I didn't say this is what I believe. What I said was this is what I've had conversations with people, and this is the thought process. The thought process is that intercourse, when it, golly, we are really going here on this on this show today. The thought process is that intercourse, men entering women, is thought of differently than the way men perceive it when it comes to women, if that makes sense, right? So when a man thinks about a woman getting it on with somebody else, a man is thinking about the pure penetrate, like literally all the nasty stuff that my woman does with me. Now you done went and did it with this guy. The
But all the
penetration,
stuff
all of that stuff.
you went and did with another chick, I don't know how it's different.
Because again, this is the conversation I've had with people. I'm not saying this is my belief. I want to make sure I keep making that plain. The conversation is because of the fact that they are entering into your woman. It is harder for a man to let go of the fact or let go of that piece, whereas a man's thought process is, well, I ain't into nobody, or nobody entered me, so I'm good.
You did enter somebody though.
No.
Like,
That's why I changed it up, because that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
This BS. This is BS. I'm sorry. If you can give it, you need to be able to take it. And to me,
Whoa. You
holding
can't tell a
women,
man if you can give it, you got to be able to take it. That just
I'm saying figuratively. Like if you think that you can go out here and do what you want to do, and she's supposed to just sit in the house and be cool with this, and I don't believe in revenge. I think that's crazy. But what I'm gonna tell you is, if you've decided that we in an open relationship, then let it be open. And you need to be able to handle what you're putting her through.
But Portia,
Because otherwise, that's crazy.
But Portia, listen to what you just said. Did I not agree with you that I said that if there is an agreement amongst them two, that's what they decide on? Did I disagree with you on that?
No, and let me tell you something. Y'all have in y'all head that women, every time they sleep with a man, it's an emotional thing. That's a lie from the pits of hell.
I ain't hear what you said. I was reading.
People are saying stuff like, women can't sleep with somebody else unless it's emotional. No, that's not a thing. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Just like sometimes y'all want somebody for a specific need, women can have those same urges. So we're not gonna sit on here and act like every man that somebody's with is because they in love with them and they emotionally connected to them.
So let me ask this question. Come on, man, put the sticks down, bro. Golly, man, put the sticks down. I need you to be here with me. Be here with us. Engage with us, my brother. Come on, man. I need you to answer this question for me.
No, we're talking about the one.
So these comments is tripping me out
It's a different question.
because
I got a different
these
question.
comments is tripping me out. So, because if a woman does the same thing that a man does, she's lowering her value. That's the stuff that I don't like. It's giving misogyny. it's giving. She's supposed to be Susie Homemaker while you go be Slick Rick the pimp. Like, what's happening?
Can I just say this part then? You saying put the what you call them down.
I had a different question. That's why.
No, I'm gonna say this though. I'm not in no way, shape, or form. Also, anybody on Xbox Live, God's Child 15.
Golly, you gotta get a PlayStation, brother.
No, I'm not. I've been having it for years. But anyway,
PlayStation, baby.
I just put like this. If people really sat down and honestly saw the gravitas of what it all does, and when you really dive into talk about healing, like nah, bro, nah. Like we could be hard all day, but I do agree. Men, we got egos, and here's the truth. What I know about women, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. Men got egos. Women cheat up, never down. I got too many aunties, and I got a mama. Because of social media, it's somebody honestly plotting
Facts.
on your woman right now. That's why if she's solid, rock with her. If she for the streets, it don't even matter. Are there double standards in the world? You feel me? Are there double standards? Absolutely. Do I feel like, women honestly look at people and be like, yeah, I want him and I just want him for that physical? Absolutely. Do I feel like in today's world there's more masculine people and it's almost like a competition between one another? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But do the shit hurt, period? Yeah. So I'm not about to sit down and just act like, because that shit didn't have, that shit happened to me in high school, and nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I'm crying. I don't give a damn what a nigga say. Y'all can call me soft or punk.
But that's what I said. My thinking then. I agree with you. When I tell you, I'll give you a story. I didn't even get cheated on. I just got broke up with in middle school.
Man,
And Rome was our song too. I belong to you. I was listening to that joint for like 2 days straight. Dog, I was hurt. So I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. When I was younger, dog, that's the way I rock. So I'm not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong.
You keep saying now that wouldn't hurt, or now this is. I'm telling you right now.
No, I'm saying I think differently. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I got that, and I'm telling you right now. At this age, if we've decided to be in a committed relationship and you meet Susie at Walmart and go do that, and I find out you and Susie gonna be together.
I ain't trying to be funny. At this age, bro.
That's fair though.
At this age,
I'm not saying you're wrong for that.
No, what I'm saying is at this age, weigh your options. Like real talk. Because weigh your options for the point of like you could lose your 80 behind this 20.
I agree to that.
I ain't trying to be funny. If you feel like it, and I'm gonna go there, and I don't know if you gotta bleep me out or whatever.
Oh, but wait. Let me just make sure. All right, go ahead.
If you gotta teach your old lady how to give head, teach her.
Oh Lord. Here's but I think for me, from my perspective at this age, you should have a little bit more self-control than that. I'm sorry. What are we even talking about? Like, when you can't look at a joint that look good, appreciate that.
I ain't trying to be funny,
but that's why I agree with you. That's why I said that doing the acting itself, we shouldn't even really be doing like that. Everybody should have a little bit more self-control.
Well, but
I don't disagree with you on that.
Hey, but here's the truth. Here's the truth. Bottom line is this though: people cheat because they're broken with themselves and they have unmet needs.
But that's kind of what I was trying to allude to and ask you earlier. But we kind of went into a different space.
But people don't want to have those conversations.
I agree with that. But that's why because the original question I was going to ask you was, do you believe that people who have multiple partners are attaching themselves to those people, attaching those spirits, attaching those demons, right? Because I believe that that's a real thing too. And a lot of that can lead to a lot of traumas and hurt and whatever as time goes on too. And I think that they take that energy and that trauma and they attach it to whoever they end up building relationships with or trying to build relationships with or whatever.
Do you know a lot of people cheat though? BS you not is because they feel like they're gonna get back what they gave out, so they're just trying to beat people to the punch.
Yeah, I know that too. I
That's
know that.
what you broken. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like we said that earlier behind the scenes. A lot of people are dating and marrying people because they broken and they think that person gonna fix them. Fix yourself. Like real talk. How this what I realized. You don't like lies, but you lie. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like that's why I want to be healed.
So now that we're talking about this and we're saying that people are doing it because they're broken. So my question is, what the goal of them? So they're pursuing a relationship knowing they're not ready for it, and hopes that somebody can fix them.
A lot of
How
people
do you?
do.
But that's the thing, right? How do people know that they're not ready for them? Because a lot of people don't realize that they're broken. A lot of people don't think that they fine.
That's a lie. That's a lie, bro.
Man,
Because
I don't disagree that
No,
there are
because I
people
do
who
feel like
realize that
some
they're
men
broken, but I think
go into
some people don't
relationships
realize
knowing that
too.
they. I feel like some men go into even women sometimes go into a relationship knowing that you're not in a settled place. You still want to go out and have multiple partners. You know that going in. But if I finesse this enough, she'll be cool with that.
I don't, but see, that's the thing. I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is, yes, I agree that there are some people who go into a relationship knowing that they're broken, that they're not healed from their past relationship. Like we can watch, like people. I ain't gonna say chicks. People in general will break up with somebody or they'll leave somebody a traumatic relationship and be right back into another relationship a week later. So we know that those people do exist. But what I'm saying too is there are some people who think that they are fine and
and
will and won't even accept the accountability that maybe they are the problem because they are jumping from relationship to relationship and can't figure out why they can't stay with one person. But then they'll say it's piss in the dating pool, but maybe it's you.
nah,
I
Maybe
agree with that.
but
That I agree
it's
with.
you.
That I
yeah,
agree with.
but
So
but
let
but
me
here,
ask this. Do we feel like, because I've been in this conversation before, that people don't have enough stick to itiveness now. So that's why relationships don't last.
nah, that's a lie. That book. I ain't
No,
gonna-
I think it's both. I think it's both, right? And that kind of goes back to what I think it's both. I think it's a two-edged coin, right? Like I think that, and I said it earlier. I believe, and that goes back to what I was saying about marriage when we were offline. I believe that there are people who glamorize the marriage, like we said, but don't really actually want to put in the work that it takes to be married.
Can I say that? I'm gonna just say that I know some people who are suffering. I just got to keep it 1,000, and I won't lie. I know some people are suffering in their marriages,
Right.
That's
like
true
like
too.
like
Think
genuinely.
that, go ahead, Quan.
Nah, I just they're genuinely suffering, and
Right.
they're being faithful to God.
Yep.
That's
And
true.
sometimes, and some of them are only sticking in the marriage because of their commitment to God.
Right.
But I say this though, when it gets so heavy and you having suicidal thoughts, walk away.
Yeah.
When you feel like you ain't got nothing left, and see, like I also feel, and I'm not talking about the ones who are saying, hey, let's go to therapy, let's go to counseling, let's read these books together, let's redate one another. The ones who still being faithful and not cheating, even though they have evidence, are the men that have been rejected by their wives and they feel less than, or the wife that, yeah, she might have gained some weight, but your eyes isn't, everywhere else. I'm not talking about them people. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that's cry out to their significant others and suffering. In my opinion, then this Quan speaking, I don't feel like that's God either. I don't feel like that from the religious aspect, you gotta just suffer and suffer and suffer to where nothing left. I don't agree with that, bro. I
Right.
don't. But I do feel like sometimes people, like when we speak about wolf and sheep clothing, man, it goes back to that point. You do have people that are more enamored with the fact of I'm getting married and I'm not willing to work or have the maturity to maintain and keep this marriage. Research shows that people change every 5 years.
Yeah.
So five being a number of grace, I have a new grace that I'm supposed to be looking at. Put like this: 5 years ago, I started growing my hair to sponge. 5 years later, I got locks. It may be 5 years from now that I cut my hair. It may be 5 years from now. God forbid, a sickness may come about. 5 years later, yada yada yada. Man, especially, and I'm gonna say like this: when it comes to black people, there's a lot of things from brokenness and trauma that we don't want to fix and have those conversations. You get, and I'm gonna just put it out there. I know so many couples, they had premarital sex and was crazy with it, but then get married and then all of a sudden it's
Slow down. Yeah.
like I understand things change, like real life happens, kids come, illnesses may come, but where are these marriage counselors and old folks that come around you and cover you in the marriage and be like, hey, there's gonna be some days you don't like him.
But so and I'm glad you said that, right? Because I realize that we are those people now. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like we are those people. Not. I'm not talking about you specifically, Portia. I'm saying, like me and my wife. Like, this was this. We coming up on year 20, and very very reminiscent of what you were saying, Quan. The woman I'm married to now is not the same woman I got married to. That's not even the same woman that I met in undergrad, because we changed. I'm not even the same person. I think the problem, and I agree with you, the problem is that we don't have enough conversations, married people, and I believe this, and because I don't see it a lot. I do in my church, but you know, from the social aspect, I just don't believe that I see it a lot where a lot of married people are being honest about what marriage truly looks like, right? It's not peaches and cream every day. It's not, everybody walking in the park holding hands and rainbows. There are some times when I wake up I'm mad. I don't like you today. That don't mean I don't love you. That doesn't mean that I need to divorce you. There are things that happen that she may do that I just don't agree with. We may be beef. And a lot of people don't know it. And I don't mind sharing this. And I know she probably text me later and cuss me out. But there was a month where we were at each other's, like, it was rough. But it took us to be able to sit in that, deal with each other, and work it out and say, okay, how do we navigate this? But those are the conversations and the stories about marriages that people don't have too often. We always want to try to give them the frilly stuff, the cute pictures with all the beautiful pajama or the matching pajamas during Christmas, all the trips that you take, and make it seem like that's all what marriage is, and it's really not.
That ain't exclusive to marriage. You don't see all this stuff with
And so,
these relationships that ain't married that do all that stuff.
I'm just gonna say I don't necessarily believe in all that, but
feel
sure.
like
You
like
don't
when
believe in all what? Let's
No. Go ahead. No, because I want to continue with what Quan was saying.
Go
Now,
ahead.
I'm not. Now we can talk about the pajamas and stuff like that because you should be looking forward to those things. But the reality of it is this, and I'm gonna retract my statement from this point because I gotta profess him. I know I'm not perfect and I'm not a saint, but I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe that he was crucified by Pontius Pilate and rose on the third day. That's what I believe, me personally. However, what I do believe is there's an aspect of dying to yourself daily that you have to do.
I agree.
Do when we was talking about double standards, there is double standards. But I also believe that honestly, as men, if we really sit down, our calling is completely different from our wives. It is. And because it is, there's a different form of accountability for us than our wives. We can't be like Adam in the garden talking about, oh, it's that wife you gave me. Nah. Well, people fail to realize this. When Eve ate ate that apple, fruit, whatever it was, she said,
Fruit.
here, Adam, eat. So that means the Bible didn't say she went to go look for him. Nah, it say,
He
here,
was right
Adam.
there.
I mean, you was right there. So
He
you
was
was
right
all
there.
who to impose yourself. What I'm saying is, if we honestly, as men, hold each other accountable and learn how to approach our wives, and then when she's not quote unquote submitting, because that's a forbidden word, when she's not quote unquote submitting, go submit to God. Because what I realize is God can change a person's heart if he could change the way a river move. And so I just look at things completely different, bro. It's like I've seen too much tragedy, too much trauma. I understand what my daddy went through. I got 12 brothers and sisters, bro. My daddy got 5 sets of kids. And I always told myself I would never have to put one child to bed and then wonder if the other one ate. It's certain things that you just don't want. And if you don't want to if you want to be that cycle breaker, then you're going to have to do some things that's different. That's all I'm saying. And it is, and as a man, a real man, it's certain things that you're going to have to suffer from, and then go to God in your prayer closet. Because I do agree with Portia. Fruits of the spirit, self control. Like, nah, yeah, I do want to smash her. Yeah, she ain't giving me none in the month. For real, I do want to knock something down. But is it worth it? And that's all I'm saying. And you gotta learn commitments, bro. Like we talk about these kids with bands all the time. Okay, come to practice at 7 a.m. But she may potentially be my wife or husband, and I can't keep her. Hey, I'm not gonna let nobody else touch what's quote unquote mine in this season. Nah, bro. Nah, I just feel like we full of shit in this society. I just feel like we full of it. Sorry. I just feel like we full of it. And it's just,
Yeah, you good.
I'm just saying, bro.
I but I think the other half of this too is everybody doesn't have the same story, and I think a lot of times we lump a lot of people's issues or issues that are um
you should be married to no one that makes you wait a month. Guess what though? Is she sick though? You got to.
I don't know, but I don't know about well first
There's
of all,
a black and white box for this thing. I just
Yeah.
think
yeah,
that
that's what
you have to adjust to who you are. And I mean, there could be reasons for that. I ain't never been married. Um, I don't know if I ever get married,
oh,
but
no, no, we're not doing that portion. We're not doing that. We just jumped on you last week. Oh,
And
that's
wait,
that.
hold on. Hold on. One of my students say we picked on Portia too much. So tread lightly. Like she really walked into my office. She said, "Why y'all always picking on that girl, that woman?" I said, "She like our sister." She was like, "But y'all went too far." So
yeah, I realized I was the punching bag today, so I'm gonna take it. So it's
You
okay.
are
You go
not
ahead.
a punching bag. I just wanted you to explain that perspective to me. And I mean, you have your perspective. I just don't agree with that. You can't date me and be like, I'm gonna meet Sister Susie at the Walmart and want to. It's just not gonna work for me. But that's me. But what I'm gonna say is that I don't think any relationship should be standardized in a way that doesn't fit those people. You know what I'm saying? I do think it should be adjusted to the people that are in there and whatever they find suitable. But I don't know. Some of this stuff that I'm seeing in these comments a little strange. I just
Bro, I'm reading these comments. That boy Justin said, knock, knock him loose.
When you say that?
I don't
Did I
know.
miss something?
These comments crazy.
They said they be letting the lawn man knock her loose.
Right.
Oh man, no, we didn't know we were gonna have this type of show tonight. That's
We
crazy.
No, we did.
We
It was
didn't.
never the plan, but it just happened kind of organically. So one of the one of the comments was, and I want to just address this, was about multiple wives. How y'all feel about that?
The Bible says in First Timothy, a righteous man will have one. So everybody, like, see, to do what people fail to realize about Haquan. I'm not a saint. I went to theology school. Real talk was because so many people in my upbringing used the Bible against me. So I said I'm gonna pay all this money to truly go research it myself, and I did. And I realized I paid all that money just to find out that the relationship I had was good enough, and that's crazy, student loans and all. But at the end of the day, I do believe that though. Have one wife. How you gonna manage two when you can't even manage your own household? See, God is a God about order, but we don't want to talk about that.
So, so I'm gonna use that. So first of all, let me preface this by saying, based on her question, I am not necessarily cool with it. All right, but now based on your response, what if a man does have order with more than one wife? Do you feel like it's okay then?
That's on him, bro. But I'm talking about it's for me. Again, what the Book of Joshua said, as for me in my house, I'm gonna have one.
That's fair. I mean,
And
I think the problem that I see with the one wife thing is more often than not, it's
hold
you.
on. Tread lightly, Luke. You the one that's married. You the one that's married, my brother.
Let me be very clear. My wife knows all my thought processes. When I go upstairs, when we cut the camera off and the light goes off, I'ma still be the same person I walk. She ain't gonna look at me funny at all because any conversation that we have here, she knows my thought process already. So,
But I'm gonna be real. If at the end of the day we look at it, I look at the comments that says in America, if you a man with buku money, your significant, if you really knocking like that, your significant other most times know it, and you have women that will accept that. Why? Because
right.
stuff. So what's the
Right.
difference?
But that's kind of what I was going to say. Most of the people who have multiple wives generally, or a lot of times, I'm not going to say all the time, but a lot of times look at it from a sexual nature, right? So I guess for me, I just question like, what is the purpose or goal? Like I've seen people who say that I have multiple wives, but they all serve different purposes. So like one is the emotional person, one takes care of the kids, one is so I don't know. I don't see the purpose of it. I don't necessarily get it, but I mean,
Not for me, bro.
Now I seen a chick with multiple husbands.
Whoa.
What you think about that?
I
I've
think
seen
it's
that.
crazy.
I
Polygamy in general, to me, is a little interesting, and oftentimes, from what I see, because I love documentaries, it's often weaponized to control people.
Multiple wives and is illegal. If multiple wives is illegal in America, then
It is.
doesn't isn't that Neo? Neo got like
He's in a polygamous relationship. He's
he's
not
not
married.
married. Got
got
you.
two girlfriends. Yeah.
Yeah, those are girlfriends. Those are women choosing to be in that relationship
Same
with
with
him. You can't.
same with Nick Cannon, right?
Yeah, look at Nick Cannon. Look at Tyreek Hill, the football player. He got about 10 kids. We're like, I just don't understand that.
No, because you can't be present in all of those children's lives. I don't care that you can financially take care of them. You can't be a father to all those people.
And that's the point.
Well, you also got to realize that a lot of people in our society, or just society in general, right now, is all about monetary, right? So as long as I'm financially
But
providing,
I know people who have had parents, mother, father, whoever, who took care of them financially but did nothing else for them, and they don't feel like they had a good parent.
And you
right?
still
So
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
and you still broken.
Right.
And you still broken to this day. To this day.
right.
Right.
Like,
So I
nigga,
get what
The
you're
monetary
saying.
value, the
Yeah. I
monetary
get a
value
lot of
doesn't always matter. Being there is what matters.
exactly. And I think a lot of times if we being real about the black community, a lot of people, especially black fathers back in the day, as long as you can come to a home and have food on the table, I was a good dad to you.
Right.
yeah.
And I know a lot of broken men that was in situations like that.
And but I'm gonna be real,
Broken women too.
but I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. There's more there's more black men now that's taking care of their kids though. Excuse me one second, hold on.
He was mid thought. Well, while he on hold in mid thought, I did want to let you all know that again, we did not plan on having this conversation. This was not the original topic. I had the topic written right here. I was ready to go, and we got into this. But I did pin the link to the top of the chat. If you guys want to come in and give y'all thoughts on this is going to be really interesting if you do. But we would love to have you in and get you all's thoughts on the conversation that we are having tonight. I don't know how many times we're going to do this, but for tonight, we rocking with this one. All right. So again, it's pinned to the top of the chat. Again, don't forget to go by the store, check out any of our merchandise. You can get 30% off your purchase. Just type in HBCU band. Even though we ain't talking about no HBCUs or band tonight, you can still get 30% off your purchase when you type in HBCU band. All right, go ahead, Quan. Finish your thought.
What was the last thing I said?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Golly, Quan.
You said it's more men taking care of their
Oh, thank you.
kids.
No, it's more men, and I bless God for, and I'm gonna send this, clip this for me so I can send it to him. I have a few best friends. Of course, my best friend is like my brother. His name is Bal, so that's my first cousin, like my brother. But he's a great father. He didn't have the best relationship with his dad. I got my other best friend, Jafar. He ended up passing away, the one that was on the show. Great father, sole custody of his son, John Luke. My best friend Donovan. Donovan has four children. His daughter Daphne. He had him at PV. I remember we used to watch and rotate. The ones he trusted in the drum section would watch Daphne in the dorm room. He would go to class. He still graduated like magna summa cum laude with a biology degree. He's general manager and regional director of housing at PV. Like, outstanding man. Other best friend, Damien, father figure. Kobe, father figure. What I've done is surrounded myself around men where I lack. Even Luke, I consider you like a brother and friend and
I'm about
mentor.
to say, God dang, it just I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. God, I must be terrible. All right, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Just wait on the Lord. Now, but I hang around those people. I feel like there was a gap, and now we could get into it later about the three strike laws and during the crack epidemic and putting black men in jail, right? But the generation after that, us, the late '80s babies, '90s babies, and whatnot, we're there for our children, and to the point, some of them are actually taking care of other people's children. So we are generational breakers, bro. But I just feel like we honestly need to continue therapy. We need to sit back and reclaim, honestly, the black community and family. That's why I feel like Alpha was important to me. Go to high school, go to college, and all those different programs. And, shout out to Kappa League and everybody else that have a other league for their organizations, because those things are important, because a lot of people are broken. We became educators and parents of a lot of other people's kids. Why? Because we see the brokenness. But I tell you this much: whenever I have children and when God blesses me, them kids at the school will not know me more than the kids in my house. And I feel like now that we see the reality of that, that's what's most important. And Portia, you're gonna have kids too. And you're gonna send them to me, and I'm gonna tie that ass up because don't be jumping on my shit. Just plain and simple.
See, man, you jumped on something that was really difficult for me as a parent because I was seeing them kids a lot more than I was seeing my own kids. You know, I tell this story every chance I get. You know, I remember my wife picked me up one day from school, and my son was still growing. I think he was like maybe four or five, somewhere around there. And he was doing something in the car that I had never seen him do. And I was like, man, when he started doing that? She was like, he been doing that. You just ain't been here. That was a slap in my face. I was like, yo, I got to change something. I would spend a lot of time with other people's kids instead of my own. So, no, I absolutely agree with you. I did have a question while we were on this subject. Do you all think that social media is ruining relationships?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Hell.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, like I saw a list of like stuff that girls put out or women put out saying places that you couldn't take them on first dates and all that other stuff. I'm sorry. Hey, take me to Cheesecake. Okay. I like Olive Garden. I like all that. I don't understand
Have
why
you
people
have you had them drinks at Olive Garden? Yeah,
listen.
they're awesome.
Listen. I don't know when we
I
got
don't
to
know
a
about the
point.
drinks, but I know I get that goddamn on salad and breadsticks, and that be
Do you
holding
hear
me
me?
down.
They hit. They listen,
But
listen.
Fresh
why all Olive Gardens they carpet smell funny? Them and Golden Corral. Like they have a distinct carpet stank smell.
You know you in there.
This
But
is a
what I'm
part of
saying
the
is
conversation. I just want to say that.
I like Olive Garden. I like Cheesecake Factory. I like all of those places that was on that list. I think that's crazy. If we just getting to know each other, I don't know why there's a standard set for how much you're supposed to spend on a first date. Hell, we could go to a park and talk. That's cool. Like I don't know why there are all these unrealistic expectations. Like I also saw this one girl say she was talking to a guy and she was out and he was like, what you doing? She was like, well, I'm about to go have lunch with my friends. And he sent her $30 and she was like, I stopped dealing with him after that. I'm sorry, what? He didn't
Shit.
have to send you nothing. And I'm
Hey,
sorry, you can't eat for $30? Because baby,
Listen,
I lunch?
send it
listen.
to me, boo boo. Send
Right,
it
because really
send it to me right now.
$30 is two plates at Panda Express for me.
Do you hear
So
me? But I mean, like, like that was $30. Even if your bill 50, he sent you 30, so you only gotta pay 20. Like, when did we
who's eating
become? I think he's.
$50 for lunch, bro?
I
Like,
I don't know, but
who's
I'm just
eating a
saying,
$50
like,
lunch?
but what I'm saying
Hey,
is,
she must have won a cluster crabs or something like that.
or
Yeah.
something. But what I'm saying is, he didn't have to send you nothing. He
That's
ain't
fine.
at the lunch. But I just think social media has like tried to, because people put on so many airs, they try to live a lifestyle that I think is crazy. Like we have unrealistic expectations for a man that ain't even your man yet. That's crazy. Y'all dating. Y'all getting to know each other. I think that's wild. Now I will say on the other side of this, me and Sebring talked about this. This man went on this date with this woman and she recorded it and he got mad because once he got her to the restaurant that he allowed her to pick, he told her
Get what you want?
you can only spend $50.
Well, what's
I
wrong with
think if
that?
that
I don't. What's the
no,
problem?
I think if that's a rule, you tell me in advance. Or you say, you pick the restaurant, don't let me pick it. Because I'm sorry, I don't know. No, it wasn't $50, it was like $30. I don't know many places even now that you going to get dinner and a drink for $30.
I mean, but was that the agreement? Dinner and the drink, or just?
No, he didn't know. She didn't know until she got to the restaurant and started looking through the menu. He said, your limit is $30.
I don't really see the problem with that. Hey, baby, hey, your limit $30. I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
I
No,
could
no,
have
no,
took
no.
you to
But
Burger King
here's
and
the
said,
thing.
look, you may can get cheese on it. I mean, what's the difference?
You tell somebody that in advance. And or I pick a different restaurant.
Hey,
You don't let her pick a restaurant where the salad in there is $40 and
No.
then tell her the
Yeah, well,
limit is
that's fair.
$30?
That's okay. That part is
That's
fair.
what I'm saying. You let her pick the restaurant.
But you can go. You can definitely because I'm looking at the comments. Thank you, baby. You can go to Chili's, hit that 2 for $20 and
But
be just
what
right.
I'm telling you is the restaurant that he let her pick didn't have nothing for
No,
$30.
I get that. That's what I said.
Guess what,
You're
though?
right.
Guess
You're right.
what, though?
You're right.
You know what? My first date, I'm gonna take you Starbucks. Rito. What you like? Caramel macchiato, double pump vanilla. Give her 3. Now let's sit down and talk. Don't
Right.
connect to
What
the.
I'm saying is
That's what I'm
my
doing.
point about that last thing that I described is just I don't think you should do that. I think if you have a limit or a structure that you want to stick to, you say that up front and you don't put it in this he is getting on my nerves. You don't allow it to go that far or let her pick a restaurant that is outside of what you've deemed your limit to be. But anyway.
All right. Let me do this real quick. I haven't done this in a while, but I want to try this. Hold up. Oh Lord. There we go. All right. So got a couple people backstage. We're gonna bring them both in at the same time, and we gonna rap and see what they got going on. Yo, what's going on?
That boy got that Black History on. You don't get your night today. Look, man. Now, why you doing that to my voice?
Dude, why we sound slow in there?
Why, like, what are you doing to my
Justice
voice?
out chopped and screwed.
Right.
That's the devil.
Nah, we can't hear nothing you saying. What is going on with this joint?
Oh no.
Hey, Justin, I'm gonna pull you out. Just come back in, man. Pause. No Diddy. What's up, Chuck? Go ahead, man.
Do I sound like that?
No, you
My
don't.
chopped and screwed? Or was it just Justin? No. What was I gonna say? Well, first of all, how's everyone doing? Y'all doing all right? Everybody doing good?
Man, we good. We good. In here talking about relationships and life, man.
Right, right. I think more now than ever, like what you just mentioned about social media is really like, warp our what is that still dude, is that you, bro?
It's Justin.
He's still in? Wait, what is this?
Bro, I don't. Hey, what's going on with your joint?
The show is possessed.
Nah, we have never heard Justin's joint like that. I don't know what's going on. Just you got a new computer or something? I don't know what's going on. Hold on, I'm gonna do something different. Hold up.
Are we-
Nope, still the same way. Go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead.
Well, the answer was a question in the chat. We definitely got snow. We were virtual today, but the band still had wind rehearsal, so we still working. It is what it is. We're still working. But I think definitely social media, has enhanced maybe like perceptions when it comes to relationships. I know I speak with my therapist just about like what I saw growing up, like in the household with my parents, and how that has shaped like how I do certain things. And I definitely feel that that's a really really big thing. And a lot of times, we put unrealistic expectations and on each other. And I had a last question you were mentioning about the whole like, I'm not going here today to eat, and I ain't going whatever, whatever. Like my wife and I did like a video last of us going to Cheesecake Factory. And my wife's like, I still like Cheesecake Factory, and we go, you know. And so I don't know. It's just it's crazy to like when you're in a relationship, whether it's like a friendship. Like y'all remember, I was watching Remember the Titans the last week. I think I watched that movie like once every like few months, and I remember when the two linebackers, one of them stood the other one up in terms of showing up to go play basketball or whatever. He was like, "Hey, I know you weren't with it, coming to the burger or whatever," and he felt like that kind of betrayal. Like I think in a lot of relationships that we are not friends. And not saying you got to be like the best of friends, but we're not friends. Like we don't build that strong bond before we like move to the next step. And it's kind of like, I mean, third trumpet player. If you're not playing, you can't play B, the middle of the staff. You don't need to be playing first. You got to work your way up. And so before you in that committed, that level of commitment in terms of a relationship, you got to work through that. I know for our household, for my wife and I, we started dating shortly before the pandemic, and we were moved in together, and we were like, all right, we got to go through this pandemic together with our kids, and with everything that took place with it, and had to say, hey, if we can get through this, we can get through a lot, you know, you know, and we got through, and there was some days that rough than others, but again, I really don't think that folks are truly friends, truly know each other, and I think it was mentioned earlier by everybody that you grow. Uh, you said that, like, who the wife you met in grade is definitely not the same person now. And right, so we all grow, we all change, and it's definitely important that we're constantly getting to know each other in a relationship, so we can't grow into who we're supposed to be. If that makes sense.
No, it actually makes perfect sense outside of some of the parts where you got a little choppy,
Oh
but
my bad.
no, you good because I understood what you were saying. It was just funny every time you got choppy. I saw Portia's face and I started laughing,
Oh,
but no, I absolutely agree with you that friendship component is really important. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was looking at one of the posts y'all put up the other day, or you put up. Because it was something about feet. I just remember that. But one of the things I just thought it was funny, but one of the things that I really enjoy about you two is that you all really, really have a true friendship that you all are open enough to be able to share on social media. And I think a lot of times we miss that component, right? Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very open in saying this. I have a vice. Um, it's not something I'm very proud of, but I don't mind sharing it in a public space. Um, every Wednesday, even today, um, I have to watch Pop the Balloon or Find Love. I have to. Um, I do, man. It's intriguing to me. But the reason why I'm bringing that up as part of the conversation is because I see a lot of times on the conversation or the conversations that people have is that they want to go from meeting someone to literally I need to have this random connection with you, and I'm like, you miss that middle moment where you're actually supposed to get to know the person and be friends with one another, and that matters too, right? And we skip that. Like I see a lot of people who be like, yeah, you just give me friend vibes. That's actually a good thing.
oh,
I don't think that's a bad thing, right? And I think it's great to build that relationship with your significant other, man. And you all, I think you all as a relationship and just as a marriage, I think you all do a great job of showing that.
thank you. It's not easy. We had moments like y'all mentioned, and not being on the same page, but like each other, right? We have those moments as well.
Yeah.
this, since this is a music education show, I know one thing that I struggle with is coming home and it's like airing everything out about my day with band and with kids and what we've been doing and stuff like that, and talk. And that's an area that I'm working on to not do. Because my wife will be like, "Babe, I love you, but you got 10 minutes," and that's tough. So you know, you have to grow. You have to find ways to keep things interesting and among what I'm saying, and amongst yourself. What works for you guys works for you guys.
Right. And again, I echo those sentiments. It's not every day I like you every day. It just, but it's the reality, So, but I think it's great. Let's see if we can get Justin in here to finally see if his joint is working now. Justin, you good? You muted. All right. Now we good. Now we good. Hey, before you say what you need to say, listen. I find the show intriguing, brother Sutton. It's intriguing to me because I'm married, so it's interesting to look at and see how people think, in the single dating world. So hey, it's intriguing. It's intriguing.
I,
But anyway, go
I,
ahead, Justin.
I want to see pen do a relationship, but yeah, when I think the same thing, like yeah, like
I
That
think
was
and
that
I
was
think that was
no,
Chuck Dog.
bro.
yeah,
We
but
it just got a lot going on
like
tonight.
I think uh about about you together and
Can y'all
Hold. Nah, bro. Say it, bro. Say it, man. Tell
Hey,
that
for
boy,
some
tell that
reason,
boy, tell that boy Justin to call in, bro. Like on
he
like the
did. He did. Hold
he
up.
no call in, like call the
That
telephone,
sound like
like call in.
For some
man,
reason, when I switched to that screen, we've never had that many problems.
I
Uh,
because Luke, I mean, Chuck was sounding weird to me too.
That's funny.
We can hear you
I,
now, Justin. Go ahead.
y'all hear me now? Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I was that because Luke was like y'all together, but it's not because y'all married. Right? I, I don't know who you dating and touch. Yeah, I know that. I know,
I
you
would like to order a double cheeseburger
I'm sorry.
and a large fry. No.
No,
y'all
Justin, it's not you. It's not you. It was like when you started when you were talking normally, and she was like, "Yeah, you good. You were good." And then when you started going in, you weren't good
get
anymore. I don't know what it was, dog. I don't know what it was. Hey, let's do this. Talk real slow.
Bruh, what?
yo,
I ain't trying to be funny. I'm gonna see if it worked.
I'm off phone. Y'all hear me? I can tell what your face still sounds crazy. I so I don't know crazy.
Yeah, it's still not working. I don't know why. From
Tell
from
him,
what I can see, it says your signal low.
hey no, Justin, FaceTime me and I'm gonna put you on the camera like that. Cause golly.
Maybe can you see if you take Chuck out, what happens?
All right, Chuck, I'm gonna pull you out.
Paul. That's how you be,
All
Paul.
Diddy. All right.
Justin, talk.
Can,
Nah,
can
bro. Dude.
what
And you over
look
there got that
It's breaking up. Like, it's choppy. And
It's,
when you first started talking, it was good.
hey bro, you got that Cox cable internet. That's what it
that's what
is.
I was about. That's what I'm about to say. It says his signal was low.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I can see. I can see his signal on here.
Not did Quan pray over this session before the show.
Oh,
Justin, start talking.
He froze.
The
No,
Somebody screenshot that for real. That's
Hey man,
Oh
um,
my
I don't know why
goodness.
this night so funny. No, I don't know why this night is so funny.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my gosh,
I think because it just went totally left than
he
what we
did.
like
But
intended.
I,
Like
but I really want to hear what Justin had to say because I'm telling you, I feel like he has something good to say, especially
I
reading his
know.
comments. Reading his comments, man. I really want to hear what he got to say, man. So we're gonna give Justin a
tell him to
chance to
send an
come back in
email.
here.
get damn
Not
near.
to email.
We're gonna give him a chance to come back in here, but definitely, man. Oh my gosh, this has been. Hey, I did have another question though. Do you all think there is a gender war?
Hell yeah. No, no. Can I say this real quick
What do
though?
you mean by that?
So do
What
you
do you mean
think
by that?
that we are in a point right now where male and females are at odds with one another?
Can I say
We're
this?
beefing over control.
No, no, no. You know what I think it is though? I don't. If you look at history, history repeats itself. I feel like when the Me Too movement happened again, when women's suffrage happened again, there was a particular community. I ain't trying to get kicked off now. There was a particular community that honestly separated, honestly, people of color from their household and for what really was most important. And I feel like that aspect has trickled over into the black community
I agree.
where it's almost like, well, like I hear a lot of women of our community that says, well, a man don't like me because I make more money than him. Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with that. What it really is why do you feel like those accolades are that masculine energy, quote unquote, which honestly is not the best forms of masculinity. It's what you should be pushing and promoting first. Because if I did the same, you'll be like, well, he's just a chauvinist. He's talking about his accomplishments. It's an ego
No,
driven.
well, let me say this.
Mhm.
I have had a man ask me. We
Uh,
were on like date 3.
oh,
You got a house,
Hello,
you got a car.
wait. Before
you
you
da-
keep going.
you dating? You
Yeah,
dating?
that's where I'm at.
This
Hello?
is was a while ago. This is not now. This was a while
Hold on,
ago.
like,
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no, it's not now. It
Huh.
was a while ago,
but commitment.
and
We spoke about that. We spoke about that. No, I'm playing.
it was a while ago. And he said, like, I mean, you got a house, you have cars, you make this certain amount of money. What you need a man for? My response was, if you don't know, neither do I.
Well, that's an insecure dude, though.
And I got up and paid for my part of the check, and I left.
But that's an aspect of an insecure dude. You feel what I'm saying? In my opinion. But what I'm saying is I do believe that we're in a gender war, but it in my opinion it stems from another community saying you have to be like this. It
Right.
stems from another community that's saying y'all really can't work out together. It stems from social media and certain things that's being put out because yeah, I want to be flew out. I know a lot of people that's quote unquote that go out on trips, man, they spending their rent money. I
Yeah.
know I know a lot of people that are driving luxury vehicles, but they're house poor. I know a lot of people like we can really go there. I know a lot of people don't have a savings account that don't have a Roth IRA that don't have nothing planned for their children or their children's children, and they're just living from day to day, but they look good. You know what I'm saying? Got subscriptions
That's
and
very true. But I'm gonna say this, like, part of that is too, though, is that I feel like that because I mean, I'm married, I do have these things, I am used to doing these things by myself. You can't expect me to just turn that off because we started dating. That's when that whole submission conversation comes in. You want me to submit to somebody that I'm not committed to yet. We still got two separate households. I still got to make a shake over here. I still got to pay a mortgage. I still got to pay this car note. I still got to pay these things. So I think that you have to understand who you're dealing with and you have to ease into that. I think, in my experience, from what I'm seeing, is that you expect me to yield to you when you're not my husband.
I agree.
I want to kind of go back before we jump into that, because I don't know if I mean, he obviously he probably could have been insecure, but maybe too that probably was just a part of his upbringing that he feels like that's what a man should do, and seeing as you're doing that, then I then am not in I would not be in the space that I need to be with you. I don't know if that is a
But to me, you say that. You don't ask me, well, what you need a man for?
But
What?
but can I say this? And this is my philosophy of it all. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna just use you, Portia, because you said the example, right? If I'm looking at a specific woman like you, I don't. You make 100,000, cool. That's fine. You make 500,000, that's cool. But from my point of view, I'm looking at it from the aspect of what can I build. And as a man, in my opinion, okay, I cannot provide you with money financially, but I'll be damned if I can't give you provision. I'll be damned if I can't tell you, hey, real talk. I'm gonna give you security, not just from a physical aspect, because I step on something, but for a fact going to give you security with your emotions. Okay, like for example, like a book. Hey, let's read this book together to increase our intellect. I'm gonna have, but the problem is we put so much emphasis on provision and submission according to what you can buy, a society, what I'm saying, instead of, well, real talk, what is your prayer life honestly is like, how can I help you enhance your prayer life? Have we let us fast together, let us read these books together. Okay, you make a 500,000, but real talk, you ain't investing shit, so how you
Right.
gonna make your money make money?
but
Like,
but
And I think it was a
I
turn
don't.
off for me because my mother made more than my dad the whole time they was working. That
bro,
didn't make him less of the head of the household. It didn't intimidate him. I just think that's weird.
No, I don't disagree with what you just said, Portia. But I also are looking at it from a lot of different perspectives, right? Like so, like I understand that not all, but there are women who are hypergamous, right?
spell it,
What?
spell it.
Hyper amiss. My point is that
What that mean?
so basically in the sense of they want somebody to be able to match what they are doing or exceed it,
But
right?
most women do though.
You're ready to say something, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't know how it's gonna be
But
interpreted.
that's what I'm
Most
saying,
men
right?
are not gonna be
No,
making what I make.
but that's what I'm but see, y'all didn't even let me get to my point.
Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, in the sense of what you just said, Quan, right? And I'm not talking about you specifically, Portia. I'm just talking about it in a general sense, right? You may if you make $100,000 or whatever, and you meet a broke man, or I ain't gonna say broke, but let's just say he makes 50,000 a year, right? A woman is going to be naturally her hypergamous. So the first thing that she's going to look at is, well, he can't monetarily provide for me. But if a man comes at that woman in the way that Quan was saying, how many women would be open and receptive to be able to accepting that man in that particular space in the climate that we live in now? I'm not saying that no women would, but what I'm saying is going back to that social media aspect and that other component, because of the fact that that women want someone who's going to be able to match them financially or exceed them. Hitting them from an intellectual space is cool for the moment, but there are some women out there who are just going to be like, hey, I this is nice, I like the fact that you stimulate me here, but I need for you to help me pay this bill though.
Like, put like this. I'll just make this comment real quick. I know for a fact when them old folks used to say, romance without finance is a nuisance.
Yeah.
Used to say that, like, that's real. But also, I'm gonna just be honest with you, and this is my opinion, and I'm thinking about ecosystems. I do believe Portia is gonna get married. I do
I do
believe.
too.
I do
I
believe.
absolutely I agree with you. Hello.
I agree.
But I do believe this
I
though:
agree.
the type of dude she's going to find will be in their same ecosystem too.
I agree with that too.
Like that's just what it is. Is he's going to 9 out of 10 be in your same circle of it may not be quote unquote money, but it's going to be a roundabout. Why? And he's going to have those other attributes of provision, spirituality that's going to align with that. I do believe that. Why do I believe that? It's because that's what that's what honestly low key like you low key attract. Like I can't like we're talking. I can't see myself marrying a person that doesn't understand band. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't even align with your vision. And so, whomever, as a woman, whomever you marry, he will align up with your vision for what calling God has for you, and then same for him. And it's going to be succinct. And then y'all just stay on the same track. But like I say, when it comes to like money or whatever, like that, or just provision, wherever you have the aspect of weakness, that's will be his strength, and then vice versa. Like that, and that's how real good, great marriages work. It's not quote unquote being equally yoked because we misconstrue that scripture. Because if you great at finances, Portia, and he's not, well, I'm gonna trust you with my finances, Portia. Because you may have to be
But that's how it's supposed to be.
you
That's
may
how
be
it's
the
supposed to
soldier
be.
at home. But if he's more organized with whatever or finding whatever, that be his strength. That's when you remove ego
Correct.
out of
Right.
situations. That's just,
I don't
Yeah.
disagree with what you're saying, Quan. What I'm more or less, and that's why I said I didn't want to put it in the vein of Portia. I'm really just talking about generalities in the masses and so on and so forth, from the social media perspective and so on and so forth. Because what you said is absolutely correct. Unfortunately, from the way that it has now been put out in the spaces, that ain't how people working. It's going back to the idea of what we said earlier. What can you do for me financially? Can you provide for me? Do you meet financially where I'm going to be at? Yeah, you seem like a really good guy, but like, and again, I watched Pop the Balloon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So when you listen to these people or these women talk, a lot of times they're like, well, I can't mess with a man that makes less than this.
but here's the hypocritical.
Bitch, do you make that?
But and that's what I be saying. Like these, like I'll never forget. Like it was a woman that was like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur.
So you watch it too then? Okay, I know
No,
you.
no, no,
I
no, no,
know you.
no. No. It be reels, I be like, they tripping, and then I go to the next one because honestly, for me, it's heartbreaking. The reason why I feel like that show trash is because we're the only freaking ethnicity that exudes trash, bro. I really do feel that way from
Tell
the
you, my
love
school.
of hip hops to the desperate housewives. Even though there's the housewives of Potomac, like it's like our culture and people see us as like bleep this out. It's just a bunch of niggas, bro.
Dang it! Give me time.
Well, we'll do it now. It's just a bunch of. I mean, and honestly, as an educated black man, bro, like we're about to be 1%ers. Like Portia, you have a master's degree. You're a part of a 10%. Like I'm about to get my doctorate. Chuck about to get his doctorate. Julian gonna go back and get his doctorate. Camille gonna have a master's degree. Like we're a part of an elite class, and we should act like such. But it's bad because we're trying to tell other people, hey, bro, it's a better way to act. But they like, no, Quan, we want to stay here. We want to be bleep me out again, bro.
Hey Quan, hey yo, I gotta jump on this. One, I agree everything that y'all saying about alignment. Alignment is everything, and that's different for different people. You got to be aligned, right? But Quan, you just said something that I was just preaching to my students yesterday. We were playing Nessun Dorma in the symphonic band, right? And based off of an opera, and I was just getting them. It was struggling to get them to just watch, like trust me, we have to, as a conductor and ensemble, we have to have trust, right? And we were in this like what we call the sound circle. We made the symphonic band a sound circle, and I had to tell them like, those of you guys that have had this experience in this type of ensemble prior to getting to college, thank you. I want to thank your band directors. But some of y'all have not been in this setting before, and I'm not upset at you. I'm upset that you didn't have this experience coming here. So please understand that what we're doing here is for a greater picture, for a greater good. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense. And so when you were just talking about the show and just like we see the same demographic of individuals on these type of shows like all the time, that can be directly related to our profession. That we see a lot of the same individuals that maybe like look like you and I that come unprepared, you know. But then as teachers, it's our responsibility. And I told them, I was like, it bothers me to my core because I was blessed to be able to have all of this and since middle school, and I want to provide that for you guys now. And I feel bad that you didn't get this. You know what I'm saying? And so again, when you said that, it really made me think about that yesterday. Like, and you got to think there's some people that's the only time that they see black and brown people is on some of these shows. You know what I'm saying? And that is like the worst like representation. I don't know. I'm showing my age. I remember when TV stopped, when cartoons were only on the weekend. That there was educational programming, you know, PBS and all of these things, you know. Even though my daughter, she was born in 2009, I made sure she grew. I bought the box sets of Sesame Street. I was like, you gonna learn how to count from the count, you know? And like again, yeah, it's this and I get addicted to shorts. I don't know if you guys look at shorts
On
like
YouTube,
driving.
boy.
Oh my goodness. Like I'm just even driving, I'm just like because it just gives me a snippet of whatever I
No, no,
want to
no,
look
no.
at. And
We're not going. No, no, no. We're not going to gloss past the fact that you looking at shorts while you driving.
I know it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so
No,
bad. I'm
no.
just like,
God, what is happening?
it's
That
bad.
is
I
a
know.
safety
And
hazard,
so,
sir.
Oh my
um,
God.
and so, like we get so much of this, like little. Our attention spans are horrible. And I know, again, I know Quan, you experience it with teaching your kids. Portia, I know you do with the college kids. It's not even been any better with the college kids. Like just to get them to lock in for a certain amount of time. It's just we're getting. I don't know. Yeah, we get so much information so fast, and we get so much dealing with relationships, situationships, and physicals like all the time. Like it's crazy, and I definitely feel it's a direct effect in terms of like how we view relationships and how we want to get involved in things. And the last thing I'll say just on the relationship topic, I think it's important that we can't block our blessings. And everybody's blessings comes in different shapes, in different forms, in different factions. Some people may be friends for 4 or 5 years. You may just meet somebody and have that genuine connection in a short amount of time. You know, and I can say I know that happened to me. You know, I was blocking it. I was like, no, I was like, I'm not trying to be serious. You know, this, that, and the third, or whatever. And, you know, the man upstairs revealed it to me, and I was just like, you know, I can't block this. Like, this is a blessing for me. And, you know, and I'm gonna listen, but I kind of pushed the other way because, you know, too many times we have in our mindset what things are supposed to be, how they're supposed to unravel. Like, I, you know, man upstairs, his vision for it.
Quan, why you gotta look like that when he start breaking up?
I was like,
Oh,
Like
God.
I understood. I understood what you were saying, brother. You were talking about God's vision, and you got to understand the vision that He has for it. I heard you, brother. It
I'm
was
gonna go back. It's gonna sound all robotic and chopped up.
no, it was only
Okay,
like the last five
My
five
bad.
words.
this is the
so let
last
me
year.
let me say this because I want to get back to this show that y'all was talking about. I don't know why anybody goes up there. I do not have that kind of self-esteem. I'm sorry. Sometimes, could you imagine being the one when you walk out and all you hear is pop, 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 pop? I
Right.
be embarrassed for them people. I can't even watch it because ooh,
Yeah,
I
So,
don't
it's
need no
hard.
kind
It's
of
harsh, especially. I think when the women go up there, it's like
so,
10 times harsh.
so here's my thing. Okay, all right. So I said why I watch the show, right? I find it intriguing, right? But first of all, so now we talking about. Oh yeah, I seen that. They popped a balloon on Quan. But so first of all, to be very clear, I only watch one version of Pop the Balloon. It's not all the other versions that come up. It's only the one with Arlette. That's the only one I watch. I don't watch all them other hood booger ones because they're terrible. But one of the things, because we I'm talking about it during text message, so I just put it out there. There are a lot of good episodes on there, and there are a lot of good people on there. There are some dudes on there that got good jobs, good people. I think it was one couple that got engaged off of there. And what I like about Arlette's version and her husband BM is, first of all, it's both of them doing it. It's a husband and wife duo that's doing it. And if you ever really get invested in the show, you find out that her husband BM's whole purpose is really to truly bring black women and men together to truly build real relationships.
So not the one with Boosie.
No,
Okay.
I don't even know one with
All
Boosie.
right, I just make sure.
Yeah, that one was funny though.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
don't know
booster.
nothing about that. I don't, because I know there
You
are
gotta
multiple
bring it in your
versions.
world. You gotta bring it in your world.
But see, but he talking about everybody else. But I know that there are multiple versions of it. I just don't watch those versions. I watch that one because they do their best to try to make sure that it is somewhat professional. Now, I mean, obviously you gonna get your every now and then, but you know, but for the most part, they do their best to try to make sure it's professional. That's why I watch it. Now, like I said, it is intriguing because when you get a row of women or like you said, Portia, the level of the level of pops when people be walking out, I think is crazy.
I seen a
Because
girl
for
ask for her
me,
balloon back. She
and
popped
and,
it too
and
early.
right, and see, and for me, what I've realized on that show, and this is no slight to women, so I just want to put it out there. But two things I've realized on that show: one, by and large, when it's a panel of women, those are the less connections that you find. And two, when there is a panel of women, more than likely you get more pops than when there's a panel of men. Because most women on the show, not in general, but most women on the show will pop as soon as the guys come out, just based off of whether they got on bad socks that they don't like or jeans or whatever. Whereas on the show, most dudes won't pop until they actually talk to let the woman talk, see what they're about, so on and so forth. So I
I
just
don't like
find
the
that
way
stuff
his belt
intriguing.
looked.
So there we go. I just find it intriguing.
It was funny though. One time, a dude was like, a woman talked again during the shorts. A woman had talked. Her voice was deep. And
Yeah. Her name was Uchi.
I saw that one.
it's like my name. Hello, my name is Uchi.
And I watched that episode and I couldn't stop laughing.
Hey, have you
Because
seen when they do that
when you
randomly,
walked
like in the
out,
grocery
she was
store?
she was an attractive woman. I was like, oh, and then as soon as she started, hello, my name is Uchi. I was like, oh, pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh
Or
my god.
a deep voice is a deal breaker.
I
So
don't know what you are. It's what
right. So
Yeah, right.
so here's
A
here's
lot of
the problem.
uncertainty.
Here was the problem with that episode, right?
She probably was amazing.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like when you heard her, when she really started talking, you found out she was really cool. And then they did a reunion episode where her voice wasn't as deep as it was on that show, which I thought was crazy.
Maybe she had the flu.
Probably, but when she came out, it was like, "Hello, my name is." I was like, oh my gosh!
Portia, would you have, I don't know, maybe pursue a man that maybe his voice was kind of high?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So that's a deal breaker.
And I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that. I was just asking. I'm saying that because I don't have what I would
Right.
consider to be a really girly or high pitched voice. So my voice can't be deeper than yours.
As long as you're not a baritone, we good.
Portia ain't gonna date a dude that's not that's no taller than 5'10".
Yeah, you can't be shorter than me.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
So here we go. Hey y'all, your voice got to be deep, and you can't be tall. You got to be taller than her.
they're 5'10" in heels.
In heels.
You know, you gotta love the Lord.
We're
You gotta
gonna have a pop the balloon episode for Portia.
you gotta
No, listen, I'm terrified of that. Like,
you gotta
I'm telling you,
you
I don't
gotta
know
cook a
how
little
those
bit.
people have any self-esteem left after they pop all them
But
balloons.
what's
I
the
Right. And
difference?
look,
But
and,
what's the
and then we
difference
all
between no, real
understand.
talk? What's the difference between going on any other dating show? You still getting judged.
I'm not brave enough to do none of that. I
Oh,
would never
okay.
do
Well,
that.
that's fine.
right.
That's fair.
And
That's
then
No,
and
it's
we
not
all
just
gonna
that.
celebrate. We all gonna celebrate at the wedding, and we gonna have
Let
white
me tell you something.
balloons while y'all come down the aisle.
I don't know how people put themselves out like that. I would be so depressed if you get on there and all them people pop the balloons or all the dudes be like,
And them
Welcome to
dudes,
the world of being a man.
but they fire him up though. It was one girl, she was heavy set. He fired her. He was like, I don't like the way his pants sit. He was like, I don't like the way your cholesterol look. I'm like, God
See,
damn.
that's not the one that I watch. I don't watch that.
yo, see, that is so
I don't
crazy.
watch that. That's them hood daddies. I don't watch them. I don't watch them.
Bruh.
People supposed to have self-esteem after that.
But you pop my balloon on me. And you bad built. Look like you look like the penguin. That's how
See,
the,
see,
the,
that's what I'm saying. The one that I watch,
the dudes can't even get around the corner.
yeah.
the ones that I watch with Arlette, like when people be popping, they'll be like, "I'm sorry, I can't. I don't. Oh my gosh, I apologize." Pop, like I don't watch them hood daddies. I can't watch them
But
because
it doesn't matter what they said when they popped it.
You
It's
rejected me.
still like that's a blow to your. Oh my god, I would
hey
be so.
man, I've been getting rejected my whole life. So somebody getting popping a
Right.
balloon hey,
We gotta keep
I got
That's
moving.
I
rejecting
got
it while you
rejected in
pursuing
elementary school,
somebody.
middle school, high school,
Right.
college. Hey, I done been there. So
That's
That's
why
like
dudes
that's
act the way that they do at a certain point of their life, because they just like, you know what?
That's it.
I'm used to getting rejected, so I'm just go right.
Bleep it. Beep. Hit. I guess.
yeah. So
I would never put myself in that position. I just think that's
But
crazy.
you don't have to. People be at homecoming trying to talk to you in khakis. You don't have to
I'm
order that.
not.
facts.
I'm not. We're not going back.
We're not gonna go back to there, but
Trying to ride them
We're
like a
not going
horse.
back to that.
we
No,
got
we were talking about the shows. I'm saying I would never be brave enough to go on a show like that.
I mean, that's fair. Again, I just believe that some people, and I don't know. I just believe that some people are really looking for, like the show that I watch, the one that I watch, are truly, and for the most part, looking for real relationships, and they tired of doing it the way they always do it. Now, the thing that bothers me about the one that I watch is when you have a lot of people and they be like, well, this person is not my usual type. In my brain, I'd be like, well, if your usual type was a thing, you wouldn't be here. So maybe, just maybe, you tried something different. Because your type obviously doesn't work. Yes or no, Portia?
About what? No, I don't. I think at a certain age you have attributes that you like, but to say you have a type at this big age is crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I
certain
don't have no
things.
they got a
type.
type.
You say what?
I say it's a lot of people who this age say they still got a type.
and guess
No,
what?
I like anything that's fine. I don't discriminate, light, dark, whatever. I just don't want to. I don't want to feel bad if I want to wear heels. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to
I
be
want
awkward in pictures, because you feel like I'm towering over you. I just think that's a little weird.
I want
But
God type. I'm gonna be real. I want God type.
you said you want God type?
Yeah, whatever God said,
Yeah.
that's what you
Yeah.
want. Because
Yeah, but I do think, and I mean, I know some people, Julian, you're right, who say, well, I only like light skinned, tall men. Girl, what? What does that even mean? Like, I don't know. Like, when
they
I
don't
was younger,
want
I
to.
did have a type,
That's
but
the
I
thing.
don't. I like anything that's attractive. I don't.
But that's the thing, Portia. They be wanting them now, but they be wanting that type, but that type don't even
Don't
want them.
want them. But see,
Why they
but that
want
be the
them?
thing,
It's
right?
not
Like,
aligned.
but that's the thing, right? A lot of people be wanting, like, going back to what Portia was saying a while ago. Some of these people's expectations be outrageous. I want them to be
Outrageous.
I want them to be 6'2", making 250,000 a year, and I'll be like, dog. But first of all, the percentage of men that are out there that are that is so small. You want that guy that
Specific
most all
heights.
women want,
Right. Specific heights. Specific dollar amounts. Like,
and then what if they don't want
crazy.
you? Then what?
Right. Like, to me, you're limiting yourself. But, like, that's crazy. Like, that, to me, that's too specific. Having attributes and things that you look for, fine. You want them to be equally yoked with you. You want to have some commonalities. I get all of that. But I know some people like, girl, I won't even entertain if he's not this, and this. It's like, ooh, child, that ain't worked out for you. I
Yeah.
don't. You probably should give that up.
But the crazy thing about it is though, but you want that, the looks of it, but your character suck.
Yep.
Like that's the thing, bro. Looks gonna fade.
Absolutely.
We 30 plus now. We
But
start.
what's that
I'm 40.
character gonna be like when all that's going to
Yeah,
fade? You
I'm
know
in
what
my 40s.
Yeah, I just said I'm 40. Ain't no 30 plus.
bro.
I'm
You
Right.
know?
proud to say
I
it.
add another number tomorrow.
We you
Okay.
know,
Well,
birthday
happy
tomorrow?
birthday, my
Yep.
brother.
Your birthday tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, turn
that's
up.
happy
Yep.
birthday. That's an awesome day. I'll be 15 years in Zeta tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Well, look
Okay.
at that.
Yep.
All right.
That's
Hey,
why I got on my.
I don't want to talk about your good Nelia.
yeah,
This is
hey,
the one my best
Right.
friend
I was
got
gonna
me.
say that thing look nice and fresh.
It is. My best friend got it for me for Founders Day, so I put it on for my Zeta anniversary that's coming up
There you
tomorrow.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
what,
But
Well,
what
Aaron, hey, Aaron, if you watching right now, yo, send me something, bro. Like, come on, man. Come
Right.
on.
Hey, yeah, send me something, bro. I don't know you guys. Just
I
send
need
something.
well, I need an alpha card again.
Me too, bro.
Bruh, me
Hey,
too.
hey, I got somebody for both of
All
us.
right. All
I'm
right.
gonna shoot it to us in the group.
But yeah, I just think like I used to when I was younger have a type, but I abandoned that a long time ago, child. You just
Have
that's too
you
much.
ever, let me ask this, have you ever like you had a type like we're younger, right? And then you have a relationship or whatever, a situationship with that type, and you be like, you know what? Like I was all wrong.
Let me tell you something. I look
Does that
back
ever happen?
sometimes, be like, girl, what was that about?
Right,
But
right.
yeah,
When I
yeah.
look
And I
back
mean,
over my life.
do you hear
Hey,
me? Yeah, Chuck, I have. Like some of that stuff that I used to look for, I'm like, girl, what were you? Oof, what was that? But yeah, now no, I have more like characteristics and attributes that I would rather you have
Right.
than which like looks. I do want you to be clean because I have a bit of OCD.
I do.
Um,
A lot of people.
you say what?
No, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. Go ahead.
But I mean, all that other stuff. I mean, no, I mean, yeah. Some of
Yeah.
this stuff that I know people that look for, girl, he got to work in this kind of industry, huh? Yeah.
My
I
wife
say I
has
say this as
no.
a teacher. I know when I was in Chicago before I moved to Vegas, I was single for most of the time I was there. And I was like nervous because I knew that like my profession, you know, didn't provide much on the financial, and that was tough. At one point I kind of put myself in a box, like, you know what, I'm not even gonna go and try to date this type of woman because I just knew what would come with that. if that makes sense, And then even at age, I remember I dated like young, like not crazy young, but I was 38 and they were 30. So that was young, but like, and they, again, it was just a different mindset, or even somebody, I was like, you know what, I don't know if I can date anybody that doesn't have kids because I have a kid. And, I just, yeah. So we look for certain, like you said, characteristics, but also like, I don't know, sometimes you kind of put yourself in a box, I always say,
Yeah,
hey,
and I
I
think you
swung
limit
and
yourself
missed
that way.
on every Chicago when I was in Chicago. And then when I got
Hey,
to Vegas, the first person I dated was from Chicago.
question, Portia, would you date a man with kids?
Absolutely. I'm old as hell by this point. I mean, it's kind of inevitable.
I feel that.
You ain't old as hell.
I
Come
ain't gonna
on.
hold
Right,
you.
right,
I
right.
mean, and the older I get, the more likely that is. Like I'm not opposed to that, at all. I mean, I used to say no, but I was also young. I didn't want that kind of responsibility. But at this age, I mean, meh.
What time I need to pick them up?
Right.
I know.
What we talking about? Like, I mean, once if we get serious, I don't think people should just be willy nilly introducing people to their children. But,
Right, right.
if we got serious, absolutely. They're a part of you. If I'm accepting you, then it's us. Yeah.
I just want to let everybody know that my wife's type is light skinned, buff hood dudes.
I saw that, but
That's like an alarm. That's a not
Hey,
hey,
hey.
like a light skinned buff nigga. Like
Yeah. Look who she been with for 20 years. That is, so
Yeah, like, I
that show you
mean,
that show you that your type probably ain't gonna work for you.
all right. Hey, my wife already let me know. Like, look, if she runs into method man, then it might be a problem. So I already know that. So
we done put
and I
Method
was like,
Man
all
in.
right.
You
We
know
done
what?
whip Method
My
Man
wife was like that. My wife was like that for I think it was Morris Chestnut, and now she done grew out of it. So I'm proud of her. I'm
My
proud of
wife was Idris Elba until he got COVID, and she was like, "Nah, I don't want to deal with him no more."
her.
But it was
Real
crazy.
talk.
Idris Elba woman thick.
she a pretty girl.
Yeah, bro. Hey.
I don't think I know
But
her.
I'm with my birthday sister on Method Man. That's a nice looking man. I ain't like.
So you
He,
like Jordan too?
who?
Do I
Jordan,
like who? Jordan who?
the dude, the TikTok dude,
I don't know who that is.
the one
I
that
don't have.
the one that be on his phone in the mirror with giving out the recipes that everybody say that he looks like Method Man.
I have no idea you're talking about. I don't even have a TikTok.
Hey, funny,
He be
funny
on
band
Instagram
story.
too.
When I was in undergrad, we played Howard. It was Howard's homecoming, and we getting ready to go on the field. And Wu Tang is my favorite group of all time. And I hear Method Man. I was like, man, I know that voice. I turned around, he was right there before we went on
Oh
the
wow.
field. So that was a cool moment. Of course, we didn't have cell phones back then, so I couldn't snap a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids having their uniform now. You just kind of learn to just just let certain
I don't
shit.
even want to talk about that, Chuck.
Right,
That's
right. You just
totally
said, you know what?
different.
I'm not dealing with that struggle. But yeah, I remember hearing his voice. So I was like, oh man, it's Method Man. So that was a pretty cool band moment.
Well, we have been on here quite longer than
Oh,
what we
That's
expected.
crazy.
I just want to I'm gonna let y'all be privy to some of the conversations that we be having. Quan literally told me I can't be on here for for that long, bro. And we've been
Yeah,
here for
I
2 hours.
haven't. It's
And you
about to be
always
I love you,
midnight, and
brother.
I haven't. I
and you
haven't eaten dinner, but
and you always pull me in, dog, and I'll never leave you because I'm a real one. But I ain't gonna hold you. I be wanting to get off. I ain't gonna lie. I be tired, Jay. I be tired, bro.
I'm
It,
not gonna lie, bro. I'll be tired. I understand. I got you.
it ain't worth the newspaper that it's sitting on right now. I'm just trying to tell you, bro.
Hey, well, I definitely appreciate you for holding on and keeping this conversation going, brother, because these conversations couldn't happen without you. So let's do this. Let's get ready to shut down. Chuck, we appreciate you for coming in and just holding it down and giving your perspective, man. Even though you were coming in like a Burger King box, but it's all good, man. We definitely appreciate you, man. Uh,
Nah,
and
nah.
you too, Justin, man. We ain't really get you in here. My bad. My bad.
Nah, just not the band. Just Quano. If if
Hey,
you
can I
want,
make a plug right quick?
Go for it.
April 12th, Marshall Maroon White High School Day, in conjunction with our spring football game. We got a new coach. He's coming from Miles, and they just won the conference there. And he done brought a lot of folks, and so it's going to be up for us for football this year. So April 12th, come to the Hill. It's going to be great.
hey, can you get us like a bus to go? We'll
You
come.
know what? You know what? If I can, I'll try to make it happen.
Come
Like,
on,
seriously.
bro.
No, I'm
Please.
serious.
No, I'm
I'm serious. I
dead.
will try to make it happen. I'll try to make it happen, bro.
For real.
Okay.
Like,
It's
for
gonna
real.
be a great day. And we also taking the wind ensemble to Detroit. That's what it's looking like. We're gonna be up in the D, and so go visit a few folks.
Hey,
I mean, we did that in Norfolk, man. So it was a dope trip, and I know y'all gonna have a great time, man.
hey,
It's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna see y'all fellow Legion sister tweet that's up there
At
at
Oh
Cass
Cass.
Tech.
She's at Cass. Yeah.
Yeah, she at Cass Tech. Yeah, I think we'll go see her at a few other schools as well. So it's gonna be
that's
great.
what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up. All right,
Yeah.
then, brother. We definitely appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no
As
doubt.
always. All right, brother.
Happy birthday.
happy birthday. Hit me,
Thank
Chuck.
you, thank you, thank you. I got you.
Happy 50th birthday.
No, 44.
All
Oh,
50
oh.
is crazy.
right, bro. Man, this has been
A crazy improv.
educational. It's been educational. But before we get out of here, man, as you always know, Portia, any final thoughts, anything you got for the culture?
No, man. We support Black love here, okay?
We do.
Find your happiness and make it your own. I do want to say shout out to my 8 other line sisters of Divine Nine. Happy early anniversary to us. Yeah, since he did the plug, I'm gonna do the plug. A Day in Sparta will be in Norfolk, Virginia on April the 26th. So if you can get here, get here.
Hey, send us a bus, Portia.
All right, my bad. Anyway, hey, man,
Yeah.
gotta support the family, man. But hey, I don't know. Y'all work out that whole bus situation.
Hey, get
Bust
us a bus.
down.
Get a bus, Portia. Let's get a bus. We'll come to North.
Come on to Norfolk.
A 24-hour ride.
Hey,
Yeah, that y'all gonna be crazy.
hey, we did it for the Hall of Fame parade. Oh, it was hard though. My God, but we did it.
Hey,
Oh, Justin, you coming to A Day in Sparta? I'm gonna be here this year. I won't be traveling like last year, so I'll be there.
okay. Look at that. All right, Quan. Any final thoughts? Anything you got for the culture?
Uh, to answer Justin, nah, just gonna be going enjoy my my family out there. My mother, she's a part of a crew out there, so she dressed.
VI.
Yeah, she dressed up in all her regalia. So I'm going out there support my mama. Um, I'm gonna have more information. I am honestly trying to raise like a $500,000 for my band program to get the student parking lot leveled and get a tower put up. One of our issues that we've been having, we don't have a parking lot honestly to do drills on, and that's one thing that hindered us, in my opinion, this year from pushing the band forward. So a tower is $250,000 alone. To level everything off is about 150,000. To get dots and stuff put on there is about 12,000. So we're looking at a $500,000 project. I'm gonna have more information about it. So just keep me in your prayers. It's all of this is, of course, is a faith walk, but God can do anything. So when I start pubbing it, just go and start sending the money. It's a tax write off. It's for school anyway. So for your next year taxes, just go and write that $500,000 off, bro. You got it. You know. But outside of that, grad school is going good. I'm ready to get Luke in that thing, so I won't be the only one over here suffering. You know. Outside of that, Femme Fatale. Nah, she's in the crew of Dage, I believe. Crew of Dage, but not Femme
That's
Fatale.
on my bucket list. Maybe I'll shoot for next year to go to Mardi Gras. I've never been.
Yeah, oh for sure. But my stepmother, she's in femme fatale. She's in it. And then my sister, she's one of those bikers that when they do their tires, it turn pink. Yeah. Anyway, love y'all much. Great show tonight, y'all.
And as for myself, first thing I want to do is make sure that if I did not say it live before, I know I've said it on LBR, but on March 1st, we're going to be launching our first scholarship fund. So I want you guys to be looking for that. The information will go out on March 1st. So just be prepared to add to that. We don't have a specific goal that we're reaching, and the reason why we don't have a specific goal that we're trying to reach is because of the fact that if anything, we want to try to see if we can get as much money raised for any student, and so there is no cap on that at all. So when we launch it, be ready to give to it. We're looking for everybody from the Passion Crew to be able to do that. Also, as far as Quan is concerned, didn't know. That's going to be a project that he's launching, so we're going to try to make sure that we also add whatever he has to this page and this channel. So send as many people this way, not only for Quan and what he's trying to raise for his kids and his students, but also for the scholarship fund that we are also doing. So again, we're going to be launching that on March 1st. So be on the lookout for that. Also, you can also check out our store, get anything that you want to get out of our store, and you can get 30% off your purchase. All you got to do is type in HBCU band. Again, you can get anything that you want out of our store. When you get to the end of the cart, just type in HBCU band. You can get 30% off your purchase. We got some new stuff in there. Which one did I just do? Make band great again. I think it was. We did that one, and we did the Passion is joint. So both of those new ones are in there. I'm going to be trying to add a couple more things to it. Also, Diary of a Lady Band Director. We also got a new one, her new one in there as well. So you can check out all of that. Also, she will be having a show this Friday. So look out for that. Other than that, man, I ain't got nothing else. We ain't got nothing else. This has been super dope. This has been 2 hours long of information and conversation. So didn't plan on going that long, and surely didn't plan on having the topic, but it was fun anyway. Outside of that, man, we love you, and we will see you all in 2 weeks.